Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the weeks of August the 18th through the 31st, 2019. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give you some clarity. If you want to book your personal or private reading, payments are accepted on Fridays for the video and email readings, but you have to email me to make sure you have updated pricing info. If you're trying to reach me by phone, you have to wait until I update that notification, post up the notification that, hey, I'm taking calls. If you see me posting that video, that means I'm currently on a line. All right, central issue, heart of the matter. The Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups, the Hierophant, Five of Wands, the Page of Cups, Four of Cups, and Chariot. Okay, so it's looking like the next 2 weeks you guys are, although I do see like potential romance and fun, you guys are really focused on your coin. You're focused on yourselves. You are kind of coming off like, you know, next time around, I'm looking after me. And it's like you're taking that serious. I feel like you made some sort of promise to yourself. You set some sort of boundaries to yourself and you are sticking to it. This is what you want to do. I feel some of you may be really pampering yourselves, you know, treating yourself to facials or mani-pedis or shopping, new cologne or perfume. You know, you guys are focused on you. And I do feel that you are embracing being independent, whether you're single or in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, you're like, you know what, I need some me time. I need to look out for myself. I need to go take care of me. I can't wait for my partner to do it. Or maybe your partner is just like, go have fun, take care of yourself, go shopping, do this, treat yourself. You know, maybe your partner is actually assisting you in that. But yeah, I feel like for the most part, you guys have made some sort of promise to yourselves. And it's like, I'm sticking to it. But there is something going on where your type is being challenged. Your type is being challenged. Whoever you normally or traditionally date, you're struggling with that. This is someone that is frustrating you because you're attracted to them, but they are outside of your standards. I don't mean to say like, oh, you're below my standards. It's just that it's like a certain type. I don't want to say usually, you know, this was you're looking for good looking people and you end up with someone unattractive. It's just, I don't know what it is, but it's something different. It might be religion. It might be the fact that they don't have money like you. It might be that they're a different race. It could be an age gap. It's just something going on where people know you for, you know, dating this type of person and that type of person. They're like, oh no, don't introduce them to that person because they're not their type. They have these standards. And then all of a sudden it's just like, why am I so attracted to you? Why am I drawn to you? You are not the type of person I normally connect with. Maybe it's a fire sign. You know, it's just like, I do not deal with fire signs. And all of a sudden it's just like fire is just like got you. So something's going on where maybe you are being challenged in regards to, you know, what you usually date. Now, this also could go in a direction where you are in a committed relationship, but this single person came into your life. Maybe they started working for you, and the minute you saw them, it set your heart on fire. You guys felt the connection, but you were like, oh my God, we must maintain professionalism, you know, and you guys are both fighting very hard to remain professional and not to break company standards or policies or marriage vows, like, but it's there, you know, something's happening here. Yeah, I am getting a big age difference. Somebody's like, I don't date people who are, you know, 10 years younger or 15 years older. Like, what is this? And this young person is, you know, it's almost like, do they even know how to have a relationship? Do they know, are they experienced? You know, maybe there's some sort of challenges. I feel like one person may be coming off very experienced, very knowledgeable and mature, and the other person is just coming off so young and having questions. And, you know, it's like, are they going to be asking me all these questions? You know, something like that. I also feel that you're being asked to just kind of trust your intuition and just kind of go with the flow of things. You might be fighting against your intuition. You might know that someone is for you, but you're like, I can't. Now, if this person is in a committed marriage, I mean, that's understandable. You know, why you're fighting against this attraction. I'm not here to judge, but I do understand that people have certain lessons to learn, certain journeys and certain paths. So use your own discretion. And just know that what comes around does go around, you know, so expect the consequences if you are in a situation like that. And I don't mean that in a threatening way. I'm just saying, either in this life or in the next life, just know that somehow that may come back around to haunt you. Some of you too, I see you're trying to ignore your intuition. You might be acting very closed, introverted or isolated. I also feel that someone is trying to get your attention, but emotionally you're just not ready to open up. Maybe you're connecting with someone who is still emotionally attached to someone else. Some of you may feel like your marriage or your relationship has grown too routine and boring, and maybe you are daydreaming or fantasizing and wanting someone to come into your life and take you away or save you. Someone's being very guarded with their feelings, very defensive. Maybe you also find yourself having to defend the person that you're involved with. Maybe people are telling you you can't do this or you can't do that, and you know you're going against tradition, but this is you taking a stand to whatever those oppositions are. This might also be other people's opinions that you're fighting with. Maybe people are like, you need to leave that person alone. That person's too young for you, too old for you. You don't want somebody with children. You should go with someone that doesn't have any children. You guys are completely different religions. It's not going to work. Whatever the case, I feel like you are, after listening to what everyone else has to say, you're like, okay, it's time for me to make my own decisions. Thank you for all your opinions, but I'm doing me. I'm going to focus on what direction I want to go in. So you take all the information that has been shared with you and you go and make a logical decision. You're not going to make a decision that's too far to the left or too far to the right, but you're making some sort of balanced decision between heart and mind. I also feel that in a love situation, someone may be approaching you that's extremely attracted to you, but they are trying to hide their feelings or act like they don't care because they are very sensitive and don't want to be hurt. Maybe something about your energy makes them feel like they're gonna hurt me, or I don't want to fall in love so hard with this person and they end up hurting me. I got this in an Aries reading too, something about looks like someone is trying to play matchmaker. I feel like someone is trying to introduce you to another person. They're like, meet so-and-so, you know, I think you would like them. Or you're meeting someone through like a third party entity, or even like on sometimes the social media platforms are that third entity. Like Mark Zuckerberg, say for instance, he owns Facebook. Had it not been for Mark Zuckerberg, you wouldn't have met the love of your life, you know, so something like that as well. That's interesting. Okay, so something's going on where maybe someone is coming off too guarded and someone just gets tired of trying to get them to show their feelings. It's like, you know what, okay, I see you don't want to be bothered, or you keep fighting against this connection, so I'll just leave you alone then. So someone ends up feeling rejected or unwanted, or it's like, I've put in like a lot of efforts. I'm starting to feel like I'm pursuing, especially if you're a woman and you're like, okay, I let them know I'm interested, and now I'm coming off like a little pushy, or like I'm thirsty or something, and I don't like this feeling anymore, so I'm gonna just leave them alone. You know, they're not biting, they're not pursuing back, so I quit. So I feel like for some of you, you're going to decide to take a time out from maybe relationships or love. Now I'm also getting the energy of somebody needing to go to counseling. It's like, we need help. There's a lot of things, a lot of unspoken things going on in a relationship where it's like, okay, we need a professional. We need an outside opinion. We need someone who can see both sides of the equation so that we can find a resolution here. Someone has been having some sort of fantasies that's struggling against maybe their spiritual beliefs. So honestly, and it's not going to be for everybody. I feel like I always have to say that disclosure. But for some of you guys, it could be that you're struggling with the fact that you might be gay or lesbian or bisexual or just sexually fluid or pan. You know, it's like something's going on sexually that you're trying to figure out. If it's not about sexual confusion, it may just be something like couples who want to, like, one of the partners wants to try something new and different, and one partner is just very routine and traditional, and they're like, my partner doesn't want to try anal, and my partner won't, you know, doesn't like to go down there. My partner doesn't like to do it outside, you know. So it's just like all of these things that you're wanting to try sexually, your partner is not game for. And so you end up feeling rejected, or like you're a weirdo, or like something's wrong with you. And it's like, well, where do I turn? You know, so you're turning either to porn or a literal emotional affair with somebody. Maybe you've been having dirty conversations at work with somebody. You've been discussing your fantasies with somebody, and this person has been fulfilling your fantasy, and they're coming towards you maybe like, want to try this, or do you want to do this? You know, so something could be going on with that. Now, going back to those of you that are single, I see that you also may have like several options or several opportunities but your emotional, your judgment, your emotion, oh my God, let me slow down. Your emotions are clouding your judgment, is what I should say. It's like you're unable to make some sort of decision right now because, you know, maybe you're too close to it. Maybe you feel like something is an illusion. Maybe you feel like you keep making the wrong choices. You're like, I keep making the wrong choices, or, you know, I don't know who to choose, or I don't know if this is real. How do you know if this is real love or not? So I feel like maybe that could be the case too. Like some of you are wondering if something is real love. You might be attracted to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or this could have something to do with, you know, another earth sign. Maybe you're torn. Maybe a Cancer. Yeah, I do feel like some of you are torn or drawn between two people. Really, it almost looks like you're pulled between maybe someone from your past because you're still emotionally attached to them, and then someone new with this new fire energy. This is exciting. This is something different, but you're fighting it here. I feel like before you make some sort of decision, it's best to just kind of take a time out. Someone might feel like you are rejecting them if you suddenly isolate yourselves, especially if you were having fun socializing and getting to know them, and then all of a sudden you kind of pulled back and like, you know, I need to think about these things. The other person may be left feeling empty or like, oh, I guess they're not interested anymore. But I think what it is that you're trying to force yourself out there before you're ready to actually date. So you just, it's not that, you know, you can keep that person on a back burner, but I just feel like there's a need for you to just kind of clear your headspace before you proceed to move forward. And I also feel like something from a dream may manifest as well. Someone actually looks like they came out of your dream. It's like this person is the person I've been dreaming about, or this is the ideal person. It's too good to be true type energy. Yeah, I feel like either you, Earth, are getting ready to pursue someone because you feel like someone is like a dream come true. It's like you're not. It's weird because I get energies of you not really being ready, but at the same time not wanting this new energy to get away because they seem like a dream. So, I mean, I hope that makes sense. But feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.